In today's fight news, we start off with the UFC tweeting a picture of the official UFC 304 poster and then immediately taking it down. The event looks like it's scheduled for July 27th in Manchester. Number 2 ranked welterweight contender Belal Muhammad has recently been very active on his social media accounts. The fighter is looking for a rematch and a title shot against Leon Edwards, the champion of the division. While speaking with Middle Easy, Belal had this to say: "You had his coach call for Gilbert Burns after I beat Gilbert Burns. You had his brother call for a Conor McGregor fight. They're coming up with every other reason to try to avoid me." Dave Lavelle, the head coach of Leon Edwards, tells Talk Sport that they are definitely going to be fighting in the upcoming Manchester event in July, saying that Muhammad will 99.9% be the opponent. When asked on the possibility of fighting the newly crowned BMF champion Max Holloway, the lightweight champion Islam Makhachev tells the New York Post, "I don't want to give him a chance now because I have some contenders who I have to beat. Now I have Dustin. After we'll have Arman. I think I'll have some work in my division. He has work in his division. Maybe if he wins his next fight, maybe if he beats Ilia Topuria and I finish all of my 2 fights, maybe." Former BMF champion Justin Gaethje says that he lost his momentum after the kick that broke his nose in the first round of his BMF title matchup at UFC 300. While speaking to MMA Hangout, the former BMF Gaethje said that he plans to take some serious time off after his vicious knockout at the hands of Max Holloway. The former lightweight interim champion says he doesn't plan to do any sort of training for at least 6 months. While doing an interview with Damon Martin, BKFC superstar Mike Perry says that he hopes to one day lure the notorious Conor McGregor into a matchup in the bare-knuckle fight ring. Speaking of McGregor, the former champ says that his next matchup will be his 20th knockout in professional MMA, saying that he hopes to beat Anderson Silva's knockout record of 23. McGregor's upcoming UFC 303 opponent, Michael Chandler, was recently on an episode of The Sean Ryan Show in which he had this to say about McGregor. "His time out of the cage has lent itself to his timing, movement, and reflexes not being what they used to be. From the first exchange, I'm going to hit him with big punches, make him second guess himself, pick him up, put him down, choke him if I want to, go out there and get the finish." On the topic of Chandler, Arman Tsarukyan, the upcoming title challenger for the lightweight division, had this to say in regards to comments made by Chandler on him passing up a title shot. "I don't expect you to understand. We're not on the same level. I'm here to be the champ. You were just waiting for a paycheck. I also don't understand why you waited for Conor for 2 years. You could have lost 4 exciting fights during that time." In other fight news, light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira turned down a call-out from Magomed Anaklaev to fight in Abu Dhabi, stating that it's not likely that he'll fight until the end of the year due to injuries, and that he is the A-side and he doesn't see himself flying halfway across the world to fight the challenger in enemy territory. Pereira's most recent victim in the octagon, Jamal Hill, says that he took no damage during his UFC main event loss to Alex Pereira. Lastly, we finish off with some fight announcements. Bueno Silva versus Chiasen in the women's bantamweight division has been added to the June 29th UFC 303 card. PFL welterweight Derek Anderson will no longer be competing against Cedric Doumbé on May 17th due to a very serious hit-and-run incident that he was involved in. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe.